Change is inevitable, but meaningful change takes time and effort. It's easy to sit around, wondering, what if? What if I were a dog catcher? Would I be the best at it? Every day, we have the potential to make a difference in the world, but significant change is a slow, methodical process. It's exhausting and often requires more time than we think we have. Many people don't have the patience for it, and they fear making mistakes. Yes, mistakes are inevitable. You will stumble, you will falter, but you won't stay stagnant. The key is to keep moving, not to wander aimlessly. I've seen people reach their 40s, filled with regret, saying, "I never knew what to do." That's not a good place to be. Studies suggest that people regret the things they didn't do more than the mistakes they made while trying. So, what's the truth? The truth is that change is possible. You're not alone in feeling overwhelmed or lost. Your behavior isn't irrational. It's a response to a challenging world. People can and do change. I see it every day, the spark returning to someone's eyes as they get better. There are countless excuses not to act, but these excuses can be transformed into motivation. You have to give it everything you've got: your time, talent, prayers, or treasures. Remember, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. If you want to understand yourself better, sit on your bed one night and ask, what's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong, and I could fix if I tried? Reflect on this, and an answer will come, though it may be one you don't want to hear. But it will be the answer you need. Many people believe they can change, but lack the effort. They don't want to get involved because it seems too time-consuming, or because they've tried before and failed. They give up, and life just continues seamlessly, unchanged. My older brother, who was 12, died in an electrical accident, cradled in my arms. That tragedy forced me to confront the reality of life and death. It made me realize that life is a privilege, and I felt a powerful urge to make my life matter. At some point, everything will go wrong. You'll feel like it's the end. But in those moments, you have a choice: accept defeat or get to work. You can't stop, you can't quit, and you can't label yourself a failure. You're not a failure. You're a wonderful, strong, intelligent person. Trust in God, trust in yourself, and take action. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. I'm not preaching at you. I'm sharing what I've learned. I've spent a lot of time wishing for change and feeling powerless to make it happen. I wish someone had told me earlier that change is possible and within our reach. Now, I'm telling you, you have the power to change your life. In order for something to change, there must be change. You cannot stand still because the world keeps moving, and standing still means falling behind. There's no such thing as stasis. It's either progress or regression. If you're not moving forward, you're inevitably moving backward. Consider the dedication of an athlete in the off-season, striving to get back to the championship. When asked how hard he would work, Kobe Bryant once said, "I'll push myself to exhaustion." This is the mindset we need, pushing ourselves beyond our limits to achieve greatness. We often focus too much on what's right or wrong, and it can be daunting to just live life without a clear grasp on the unknown. Yet, the unknown is always there. Every time you undergo change, you experience pain. Ending one relationship and starting another brings pain. Moving to a new neighborhood brings pain. Transitioning from one job to another brings pain. But pain is part of growth, transformation, and evolution. Change is not just necessary. It's critical and inevitable. Stop being afraid. If you're not pursuing what you truly want, whether it's skiing for the next 3 years or working a job that defies your parents' or society's expectations, then do something about it. Enough is enough. If you're stuck in a job you hate, stand up, walk out, and start living your life. You have only one life, and if you're not willing to take risks, you'll never start anything new. The willingness to look foolish at first is essential for transformation. It's a form of humility, and it's the starting point for writing your own destiny. Even if your first attempt is imperfect, you'll get smarter and more skilled as you move forward. Success comes when you learn to do things even when you don't want to, when you're tired, or when you don't feel like it. That's when the world opens up to you, and opportunities start knocking. There will never be a time when you can just coast through life. It's hard to stay governed by anxiety, hard to be inconsistent, hard to lack daily disciplines, and hard to doubt yourself. It's hard to be broke and poor. Life is hard, So choose your heart. What I'm telling you is to chase after the best version of yourself, the person you know you can be. Decide to do something for yourself and follow through. When you make that decision, that's when real change begins. You've been given the gift of life, the privilege of being here. Stop playing small. You were meant to do great things. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. Be the person who embraces the ugly and the miserable. Be the one who faces hard work and the grind head-on. Don't fear getting hurt or shedding some blood. It's the moments in life, the decisions you make on a moment-to-moment basis, that determine whether you'll be the person you aspire to be. Tonight, do something that makes you feel more aligned with your true self. Make the hard decisions, the sacrifices, and the unpopular choices. Become comfortable in your own skin. If you're not content with who you are when you're alone, know that you have the full power, the right, and the responsibility to change that. If you had to create an ideal person, you wouldn't give them an easy life. To make someone patient, you wouldn't give them things immediately. We desire these traits, but each comes with a price tag. Are you willing to pay that price? Consider the trials you're going through as the currency you're spending to acquire these valuable traits. Time is your currency, the seconds of your life traded for growth. When you reframe your struggles this way, you may find it easier to endure them. When I envision my older self, looking back at my life, I want to see a person with strength and character. To become that person, I know I must face challenges now. This perspective provides me with comfort during tough times. Right now, your family is looking for a pillar of strength, someone they can rely on in hard times. Make sure that person is you. Step up and be the rock they need. Stay resilient. The biggest regret of the dying is never becoming their ideal self. Many of us are thrust into a world where we don't feel we belong. We're often sold a false dream that if we achieve certain awards, attend the right schools, look a certain way, or live in a prestigious area, we'll find fulfillment. But as you navigate through all these societal expectations, you may come to the stark realization that true satisfaction comes from becoming who you know you truly are deep within. Embrace this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Face the hardships and take the necessary steps to become your ideal self. This life is your opportunity to evolve and to make a meaningful impact. Next time you're tempted to give in to the desire for comfort, remember that your future self will bear the consequences. It's easy to procrastinate and pretend the challenges don't exist, but one day, your future self will be your present self, and you'll regret not making different choices. Everything you do counts. The biggest mistake people make is thinking only what they want to count actually counts. When you read a book, listen to an audio program, attend a course, go to bed early, and wake up early, it all counts. Never apologize for being yourself. If people don't like how you act, look, or speak, it just means they aren't your people. Don't change who you are to fit your surroundings. Instead, choose better surroundings and be true to yourself.